The Comedy Store would like you to know that the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are strictly those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by the Comedy Store and its affiliates.
Wait, is he still Asian?
I think he is.
I've been gone a while. I assumed he...
Richi Ingraham is back! Woo! Everyone gets crazy when you're here. I
don't think that's true at all. I didn't sense it.
Really? You got an applause when you came in the parking lot.
You know what? Here's the thing about the applause. It's mockery, and I appreciate it.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Who would mock you?
It feels like everybody, but they're consistent about it. So in terms of the Comedy Store, I couldn't ask for anything more than
I believe this. That
sincere mockery.
Right. And when you're on the road, it's all you think about is the Comedy Store, right? Or the Comedy Store podcast. Like, you can't wait to get back.
The main thing, I'm just like, I could be podcasting right now.
Right.
And there could be 60 to 70 people worldwide listening to this.
Right.
I don't know if we even got 60 anymore.
Oh, we definitely do.
We're up to 6.
We're a little higher than that, but
Do you
we're not. We're not at 19,000. Is that was the last arena you did, right? Wasn't it 19?
I've done some 19,000 seaters. It's just casual.
Be cool. It's just cash.
It's
total cash.
People are like, "What's that like?" And it's like, it's just the easiest shit ever.
Do you really feel that? Only because when it's a bigger crowd like that, it like ripple affects the.
Yeah, I know. It's fun. It's when you do it in the round. I mean, I'm doing crowd work.
The round, hard as fuck, but awesome.
Yeah, it's great. There's people seated all around you, but you can't see most of the Coliseum around you. You can hear them, but you can't see them. So you basically are just performing to...
Jesus! What?
Things are getting weird down here.
Shut up. What did you do? You did that on purpose. Did you record Rick's set?
I did.
Was that you killing in front of...
I don't know what that was.
That's terrifying.
I mean,
I don't want to never, ever hear that again.
That's the TV mocking Rick now.
The
TV's mocking
Oh
Rick.
my God.
That sounded like dead people clapping. Those people were dead,
It was
Eleanor.
Jeff Scott.
It was probably Jeff Scott. Likely that ghost that Carl LeBove was singing about.
Yeah.
Likely Carl LeBove.
Oh, could be Carl come back to kick that ghost
He's coming
out.
down here like, you guys don't even promote my episode.
Oh my God, it was one of our favorites. How dare you?
Either way, if that clapping happens again, I'm going to take the Leslie Jones route and never come down in this basement
definitely leaving
again.
with you if it happens again. So, the Leslie Jones route.
Even with this new state-of-the-art studio.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way she's coming down.
These lights, in case we have cancer, everybody can see it.
That is
in case
good.
we don't have cancer, we will get it from the lights. So it's a win-win, I think.
I'm glad we don't have those circle light things.
The ring lights?
Yeah.
Ring lights are better than whatever this is.
I don't know. Oh, there's one up there.
Yeah. Wait, but ring lights aren't as, at least to me, I don't think they're as abrasive as this.
Well, I heard...
This, you could probably see the bobby pins.
I heard
in my
Sebastian talking about it, and I'm like, this guy just gets it. But...
Shut up. He was talking about...
Someone was like, I think it was Mark Norman or someone had a clip, and they were like, what's bothering you right now? That was the question.
That's what he came up with?
That's what they asked him. And for Sebastian, it made me laugh. It's a funny... you're like, yeah, that is
a really funny
He goes,
observance.
what's bothering me?
What, now?
Ring lights.
I saw that clip. He was on We Might Be Drunk with
That's what it was.
Mark
okay.
and Sam
Yeah.
Pearl.
That's so funny.
It's like, I can see the
world's
circle
crumbling.
in your eye. I'm like, yeah, you really can't.
The world's crumbling, and this is infuriating Sebastian.
Every day, something. What are you doing? You're sitting in a studio apartment with your ring light. Comedy would be so much better if I was
I would
an
love
eccentric Italian.
I'm going to send him ring lights just to have around the
I'll be
house.
furious.
Lana will just set them up everywhere just to piss him off. That'd be great. The kids are like, I love this. And Sebek, get them out of here.
Has one of his butlers take it out of his...
Whoa, he's got...
I assume it's like Billy Madison's house.
That's how it is.
There's like a hotel.
Rides around on a cart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
I
That
could be
makes
wrong.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make that kind of money,
Last year
do
he
that
made,
kind of
he
shit.
made $240 bajillion last year.
is that what it says?
That was the actual stat. I
if I
didn't
Google
even know.
Sebastian right now, it'll say 240
240 bajillion.
bajillion.
And he just passed Elon Musk. And
Wow.
I don't want to take credit for it, but the same night that I met Elon Musk, he got passed to become the second. He's now the second richest man.
Got it.
And I don't want to say that I have
Took
that
some
kind
money?
of,
Okay.
people
Power.
don't go, that's weird, but he literally, I'm like, this guy,
You're very powerful to knock him down like that.
you know,
I mean, because it's now that you're on the road,
his value plummeted.
right? Now you control what
The
media-
markets, yeah, bonds,
Everybody just expected you to roll up in like a Lamborghini. I'm like,
yeah,
he's opening.
yeah.
Like,
plus, as Party Pete used to say, my Lambo's in the shop right now. So.
wow. I mean, if anybody really had a Lambo in the shop, it was definitely Party Pete.
Yeah,
100%. Where do you think Party Pete is now?
he's probably on like Melrose,
Still.
in Doheny,
With Larry Melrose Green or whatever the fuck.
hanging around, running the same games. I know the owner of this place.
Yeah.
What's their name again?
And he would do that repeatedly.
Snap kick to the peaches on O'Neill. There's just a lot of God.
O'Neill's on the lineup with us tonight. It's
Is
one of
that
my
true?
favorite lineups.
How good is it? I didn't even look.
Well, I'll tell you this. This is
There's
all
fucking binder on it.
No, Binder is on the early ones.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
All right.
But it's Bobby Lee. I don't know who's opening. I didn't pay attention to that. Sorry. It's Bobby Lee, you,
A-listers
me,
only with
O'Neill.
Eleanor.
What?
Wow.
I
One,
just
two,
thought it was
three?
funny. That's an old school Comedy Store people.
Yeah. It could be 2005 with that lineup.
Right? Hopefully there's more people in there than we've had in 2005. A couple weeks ago on a Tuesday.
What's he doing?
Did
Is
you
he
make
turning,
that brighter?
Did he turn the lasers on? What are you doing, man?
Did you want people to see the
I have
dental
blemishes.
surgery that I had yesterday?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to get people to see? Can you see my swollen face?
No, is that what's going on?
Is it bad? This side? You don't see it?
No.
I'm getting an implant, not here,
What?
but here.
Nice.
Oh, it hurts so much.
What? So
They got to freaking dig in your mouth, in your all the way up. Because,
God.
my Irish/English rotting teeth
you know what the problem is? You
got raped by the English somewhere
No,
along the line? Definitely happened.
the real problem is that your DNA has grown accustomed. Your teeth require constant alcohol,
Oh, and I don't put
and you
enough
don't
in.
drink, and so your teeth are losing the alcohol strengthened enamel.
Could be right. Although my brother, he likes a drink.
Yeah.
Right? Charlie will have a drink from time to time.
Charlie.
Charlie drinks a little. And
His teeth are rotting.
he took them all out. He took them all out and they look great.
Nice.
And he loves it because now he doesn't have any more
He's back.
drama. Like he's not dealing with losing one at a time. It's amazing.
Yeah, and that's real Philly talk right there.
I might do it because I think he's on to something.
Yeah.
It's just easier to take them all out.
Can we get a sponsorship with some sort of a dental?
Yeah. I bet you I could read that one really well.
Especially with your Invisalign.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
God damn it. Could we
God,
get
you're
Invisalign?
I had Invisalign.
Not the way she was talking with it.
My
That's not
God.
gonna sell. That's not gonna sell any
Can we get
Invisalign.
Invisalign?
Hold on.
Can we get Invisalign?
You were like a
Don't you
Cynthia
remember?
Levin bit?
Oh, it was bad.
Oh, no. Oh,
You don't
no.
remember that? I was spitting everywhere.
I don't remember anything.
I don't have-
I blacked out the last 20 years of my life.
No way. You remember everything.
Some of the best memories I don't have were in this building.
All of your memories are in this building. Your whole
That's
adult
true.
life. Your
That's
whole
That is basically true.
But now I can remember, I was thinking about this the other day, and I would say, like, hey, I was working in blah, blah, blah. Rick, have you been there? You're like, no, Eleanor, I don't go there. Now you have been to all those places and then some.
I've been to some places.
What has been your favorite so far?
The Gold Coast in Australia is amazing.
It's like Miami.
Yeah, they literally are just trying to be
America.
Yeah, specifically Florida.
Right.
But
it's
it's
so
like it's kind of like a mix to me of like La Jolla and what's the fancy place just north of Miami?
oh shit.
Tampa, Fort Lauderdale.
No.
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale?
Isn't
Would be
that
fancy? I wasn't thinking of
Orlando.
that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, they're all kind of.
Yeah, because it's not like there's no, at least not that I saw, there wasn't like a Miami Beach party area, but
I see what you mean. Like not but the look of it. I remember jogging and running all around this area. And I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I'm all by myself because Andrew wouldn't do anything, So I was just free bird all day. I mean, we couldn't even get him to play with the kangaroos.
Yeah, wild kangaroos.
Amazing.
Around.
So cool.
They basically look like deers that God hates.
Yeah.
It was just like, what if we gave them tart arms?
They're like dwarf deers with.
What if we gave them? What if we gave them T-Rex arms, but we made them extra strong?
What if we had them? We had a deer raped by. Then
Hear me out. This is what we're gonna do. I got a new deer coming out, guys. So,
but we'll only put them in Australia.
We're giving them T-Rex arms, but even things out, we're gonna give them a pouch.
Yeah, marsupials. Marsupials. How you say it?
Marsupial.
Marsupial.
Yep.
The pouch.
It was not even close.
Marsupius.
Shut up.
She was talking about the Greek god of kangaroos.
The Greek,
Marsupius.
They are the Greek goddess of deers. They are the Greek deers. Marsupial.
But yeah,
is that right? Yeah. I made him Italian now.
Australia in general is great.
Australia, amazing.
They're
Isn't that
absolute
weird?
Savages.
The best.
There's no PC culture at all, and
Nothing.
It honestly felt like 95% of the country is blue collar and just like super cool about it. Like the front row in like a 7,000 seat theater, you usually get some fucking rich people and you can really shame them for being rich.
Yeah.
But in Australia,
just like, no, mate, we spent our whole year's salary on this, mate.
You're just like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm a debris mover. All their jobs are just a literal explanation of what they do. There's a guy who's a driver. He goes, I drive a people mover. I go, what's a people mover? He's like, a van. Why do you call it a people mover? And he's like, that's what we call it. I go, is that true? Do you guys call them people movers? And like literally 5,000 Australians are like, yeah. Like, you guys are fucking unbelievable.
Weirdos. I love that.
Oh, they were so dumb. And as long as you call them cunts.
Oh, they loved it.
They were so happy.
Well, they hate the Lebanese for no reason.
Is that true?
Maybe there is a reason. I'm not sure. But when I was there, somebody told me to pick on the Lebanese, and the whole front row was Lebanese.
Is that right?
And so they were like, call them Lebos. And I was like, okay. I'm thinking there's going to be a fight.
Sure.
I'm fine with it.
Is that what Youssef is? I think
question.
he is. I think he's Lebanese.
Is he Lebanese?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this. The Lebanese that were up front loved it.
Yeah.
And they were like, when people were yelling stuff at them, they would yell stuff back. And they were like, I was like, now that's how it should be. If you don't like each other, you say it out loud.
Oh,
you call each other on it.
These people.
And you just go back and forth.
Just no pride whatsoever. Wonderful people.
Unbelievable.
Like to hang out with, you're just like, these guys are great. They took me to an Australian Football League game. Had no idea what was going on. This guy, Colin, who worked for the people who booked the tour agency or whatever, he's explaining it to me. I'm just watching. I have no idea what's going on.
You say football, you mean soccer or you mean real football?
It was Australian rules
rugby?
football.
Okay.
So it's like, so I'm watching it. The first quarter or half or whatever it was, I'm watching. I'm just like, this is just like terrible football.
Right.
Like American football. Where I was like, oh, this is awful. It's just like a pussy version of football.
Okay. So it was like flag football?
It's like, I couldn't even describe it. It's like they're not tackling each other, but it basically was like ultimate frisbee, but with a football kind of thing. And
Oh, boy.
so I'm like, watch, just like, this is like weak football. And so one of the security guards for the tour played football in college.
Okay.
Played at Ohio State. And so I'm like, so dude, are you watching this? Just like, how sad is this? And he's like, nah, man, you can't think about it like football. You just got to look at this like this is like super action soccer. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is basically what it is. This is basically soccer with a football, and they're slightly tougher. And I'm like, but yeah, once I saw that, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you watch it, and then it's basically just a bunch of Australians yelling cunt at.
Oh, that's...
Oh, we hate him. He's a cunt. Like, you said that about 40
Every
of the
person
players.
that's been on the thing.
Yeah, they all have.
When I remember being in, I want to say it was Sydney. Oh, no, maybe? Yeah, Sydney.
Sydney's great.
And I saw like, I don't know, maybe 100 people with American football shirts. A lot of Green Bay.
Yeah.
A lot of Bears, like Midwest. Like, I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, are you a big Green Bay fan? Vikings. I saw a lot of Vikings. And I was like, oh, you like, and they're like, yeah. And then they just start rattling off stats and play. I'm like, oh shit. Okay.
They're criminals.
100%. Yeah, they were like, we like a Viking.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yeah, they're a wild people.
It's great.
Did not care for Christchurch, New Zealand at all.
I did not get to go there, so I'm jealous, but you didn't like it at all.
Didn't care for them.
Did you at least fuck a sheep?
No, I didn't.
What?
I didn't even see one.
Really?
And
So that's like a stereotype
crowd
that's
was
not
great,
real?
but did not care for them at all.
Really?
They seem surly.
And why do you say Christ? What'd you say, Christ?
Christchurch?
Really?
Yeah, that's the name of the city. And
Oh, that's what it's called. I thought you were making fun of their religion.
No. Christchurch is the city in
New Zealand. Hilarious.
Yeah, and so I don't know. They seemed like they were really into Trump, which is weird. 'Cause
And
it's
Christ
a different,
or no?
They might be into Christ.
Oh,
speaking
why do you have
of,
to sit so close?
speaking of our Lord and Savior,
Korean Jesus.
here he
Whoa.
is.
Korean Jesus, that's a lot of
Korean
cologne.
version of Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a
Well,
lot of
things-
cologne.
Water into sake.
Things, God damn it, things just got sexier.
Yeah, it got real good.
How
They
are
got
things,
real
Bob?
sexy.
Oh shit, we got fucking
What's his name?
Rick Ingraham, the biggest
back.
opener in Hollywood businesses
Is
now.
that wow?
It's like everybody's doing it.
I had not heard that.
We were just talking about
Chappelle,
Australia.
Rock, everybody. Chris Tucker probably next.
Is that right?
Chris Tucker?
Yeah, and then
Tucker hasn't even reached out.
Mama's
That's-
Boy. What's the other one? What's the other one name? Mama's Boy.
Mama's Boy? Nick Swartzen?
Martin Lawrence. Was he
Oh.
a Mama Boy? Is that a Mama Boy?
No. Big Mama's house.
I've never seen the movies, but you know what I
I
mean.
was thinking, like, isn't that a Nick Swartzen movie?
Is that Nick Swartzen movie?
I did
like-
say Nick Swartz.
yeah,
I was like,
that character with the buck teeth. What was that
Yeah.
one with Nick Swartz? That was a good movie.
Bucky?
hi,
Bucky
Bobby. You're not
Lucky.
energetic at all.
I just
Everything
got
all
back from the
right?
spa, man. I feel great, man. I feel
Really?
refreshed.
How are things?
Yeah.
mean?
You smell good or whatever that is.
You've got good energy.
Yeah, I have fancy colognes. I spend hundreds of dollars
Good
on.
for
I don't give a
you.
fuck,
Are you
know?
out impressing the ladies?
I get nothing right now, dude. Oh, look
Hi.
at that fucking
Annie! Annie!
It is. Look who it is.
I
she on
didn't
this too?
realize. No, but I like it. She can be if she
You wanna
wants to
sneak in
be.
here?
I just
Hi,
I mean-
Annie Lederman.
Come in.
no, I like how like
I love your
was supposed to be
eyeshadow.
no, I know.
Yeah. I like you here. I'm just saying.
You
Got your
go
energy
places
right.
You're not supposed to be.
What?
You go places you're not supposed to be.
Oh, how'd you grab that?
She does what she wants to do.
Oh, she does.
Dude, she
Is that
she,
on?
Is she
She,
on?
she has a mic at all times.
There's
plugged
Annie
in everywhere she goes.
Letterman.
I usually pull it out. What's that?
Can I ask you a question?
Your eyeshadow looks
I
beautiful.
don't want to cause any controversy.
Oh, so you're gonna start a problem right now?
Yeah, I think I am.
I do think he.
By the way,
I
me,
think he's
Rick,
straight.
and
I
Annie
believe
are
he's straight.
wearing blue. What do you got?
What?
Yeah, what do you got under there?
Well, oh, you guys because I Avatar?
Yes.
Yes,
Love that movie,
because
that
of
movie.
Avatar.
100%.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't? No.
Ask me your controversial question.
I can't because this is gonna go viral.
No, what I'm saying though is that your boyfriend, I love him a lot, right?
Okay, that's
but does he get to choose his clothes, or do you buy it for him?
Wow.
I don't.
Because no, just stop for a second.
Hold on.
It's just
That's
that
not
since
nice.
he's been dating you, right?
Yeah.
He's elevated his game, and because of the Aviator Nation, it's expensive stuff. He's wearing full-blown Aviator Nations from top to bottom. Can he afford it?
What my
Yes.
baby wants, my baby gets.
That's what I'm saying. That's what exactly. That's all I wanted to hear.
I don't dress him though, but
He picks it out.
And he also does take my credit card out of my purse, and he actually swipes it,
Good for him.
Yeah, that's good.
so he can get the credit of seeming like he's buying it.
Yeah, because let me say
Nice.
something.
Good for him.
That sweatshirt, $150.
Have it in every color.
This is
I
what,
know, that's what I'm saying. And he's wearing the same thing, so I don't know what the fuck is going on.
This is what equality is all about.
He
bro.
works.
No,
Tom
he works. No, he works.
He
He's my
edits.
producer.
Yeah, but he has a show, a Netflix show he works
Yeah,
on.
he's
He
an
edits
Emmy.
it.
He just won an Emmy.
So you don't
Emmy
win.
award.
You don't make money when you edit.
Why are you
not
on
like-
this side?
Because I love
We're on
Annie.
this side of the table.
You're right.
on my
All
side
right.
of the
All right.
table.
True.
Yeah.
This is point counterpoint,
This is old
Eleanor.
versus young,
Do you know
man.
how debate works?
All right.
We're the young ones.
We're young?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
With the
well, we're
wrinkles.
definitely the
With the
elder.
wrinkles.
Well,
Anyway, yeah.
No, yeah.
I
whatever
know.
he wants.
Listen, I came hot.
Sometimes I go. Do you want a computer today? Like I'll just take him.
I love it. I
Oh,
love it.
that's
I like
so
being a
nice.
sugar
Nice.
mama.
Yeah.
But he
Rick,
does
are-
everything. In exchange, he does every single thing for me.
Todd.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
I forgot.
you
his-
forgot?
No, I now
That's
remembered.
the rude part.
That's
Yeah.
the elderly
You
part.
pretending like you don't know his name. Is
He's
the
elderly.
No, who's a power
I'm
move.
elderly.
He definitely knows his name.
That was a good move, though.
It was pretty
I
good.
see you.
That
I
was,
know you. I've
that
known
was a
you
good
so
move.
long.
Was that not a good, Rick?
Well, I'm like,
Rick?
I thought you were being nice, like you
No,
didn't
no,
want to
because-
shame
Me
him. But I'm
too.
like, people are gonna figure out who he is.
Yeah. All right.
But-
good move, though?
No, he's trying to
Great
pretend he didn't
move.
know. Oh, what's that guy's name again?
Yeah. I'm gross.
They'll never figure it out.
I'm a gross guy.
No, I just see you a mile away, Lee.
I love it.
Anyway,
Why are you wiping your nose? Got
Wait.
sniffles?
Are you sick?
No, I have my mustache gets itchy.
Oh.
Oh my God. Are you on drugs?
You guys have never.
Mustaches don't get
Rick,
itchy.
Are you on drugs?
are you now a sugar daddy? Do you do that too? Do
Oh,
you
yeah,
let
are you
Corinne
rich now?
take the credit card?
Yep. I mean, she always has a credit card.
Let me look at you.
She may.
Let me look at this guy. He's changed. These are more expensive jeans.
Oh, look,
Nice new shoes. But he didn't go crazy.
No.
It's still the same
No.
look.
It's still
Yeah.
like there's still stuff on his butt. It's like very Timothy
He's
McVeigh.
looking more fit. Yeah.
Right, like
Dude,
they
I'm
go to the
just-
same store or whatever.
Are you saying-
I'm
army
trying-
surplus store? Yeah, what?
that
I can't even wear glasses anymore because of Dahmer. So
Yeah,
if, I can,
this-
if I can stay McVeigh,
Yeah.
it's a good place for me. I
Yeah.
think.
Are you saying that the black guys that he tours with make him dress like Timothy McVeigh?
No, they make him dress in a suit.
Do you remember their names? Those black guys?
Let me guess.
Wow.
He just
Let me-
named
I
a few of
some.
them.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
Tucker.
Yeah.
And named him like
Yeah.
named Martin
What did he
Lawrence.
call Martin
Eddie
Lawrence?
Griffin.
Mama Boy.
Mama Boy.
Yeah. Do you see those movies? I never saw any of those movies.
No, I
Big
I-
Mama's,
Mama's
house?
House?
Yes.
I never saw it. No.
I
no,
saw
They're
didn't
great.
see it
Yeah, they
either.
were excellent.
I'm more of a Criterion Collection kind of a guy.
Yeah,
I went to
sense
the
that.
premiere.
Did you really?
My first ex-fiance used to represent Martin.
Oh, that's right.
Why are
I'll
you
be
always
dead
engaged?
within
Can
the
we
hour.
just change this name
Because
of this
I used to
podcast
be cool.
bragging with
Now
Eleanor?
I
Yeah,
don't get laid at all. Who's out there?
When's the last time you got laid? Be honest with me.
telling you
I want to
that.
know.
Oh
I
my
need to
God,
know.
it's
Eleanor,
bad.
this is a
No, I wanna know
podcast.
because
We
we're
need
friends,
the
we're friends,
we need
right?
the clips.
Yes,
Come on.
I'll tell you when I got laid.
It's going to be like a week.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck you then.
Yeah, when's the last time you got laid?
Not a week.
Oh, less than that?
Because Eleanor,
More.
right now, you could either be hiding that you're fucking someone we know,
Right.
So you wouldn't
Always
want
a
to tell us because
possibility.
it's recent,
I love this.
Right.
or it's so long ago that it's like really, really bad.
It's embarrassing.
But is it like a year?
Look how
Hey,
quiet
can
it
I
got.
ask you a question? Does Dice
year?
come quick?
Right now, I don't know.
No, in general, like when you were with him. Or could he last? I feel like he could last.
I got to be honest.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I blocked it out. I
Yeah,
don't know.
okay.
Like when you said
Man,
that, I
she's
thought
a
of
good ex-girlfriend.
somebody
for
else.
pretending like she
Yeah.
doesn't remember.
I thought of somebody else, and that
Did
somebody
he know
else.
he suck his dick like this?
I did. Like,
Yeah.
You know, actually, I invented.
oh wow, Wheels is here. They don't
Microwave
even,
Parisi
he knows
here.
Wheels.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
doesn't
I love
know
Wheels. You fucked Wheels?
No.
Oh, okay. Fuck, my bad. I don't know. Maybe like Italian guys. I
Bobby,
don't know.
who'd you bang?
Come on.
Who have I- in my life?
No,
Comics,
recently.
comic
Nobody.
wise, I only have two.
Dude, that was so smooth.
Oh, you've only fucked two comics. Who?
Jason Hart
Jason Hart.
Forgot about him.
I forgot about
Who's
him.
that?
He was an old guy. Long time ago.
He was an
We
old
were-
guy. He was
Tour
an old
guy.
guy.
Yeah.
He was a tour guy at the time.
I thought you
I mean,
said
he
a
was still
tour
doing
guy. I was
comedy.
like, he was a
but
tour
He was a
guide.
tour guide at,
To the left
at
is
Universal, and I just couldn't help
What happened?
myself.
Nobody fucked you and he had to run out of town?
He ran out of town. but
Eleanor chased him out
he
with a
opened a
bat.
gym. Like he makes tons of money.
He
does-
was ripped.
He's
You like
amazing.
big ripped
Yeah.
guys?
He wasn't super ripped. He was built nice.
Were there guys that you
He's gonna
wanted to fuck
listen
but you
to-
never fucked them?
Yeah,
Like who?
Mike Ricca.
Oh yeah, I would have fucked him.
I liked.
Yeah, I like Mike
listened
Rickle a
to
lot.
him.
He's a very funny guy.
Definitely had the hots for Ricca,
Did you really? Mm-hmm. So you like Italians?
but he was with somebody.
Would you
when
ever
I
date?
first-
Would you ever fuck an Asian?
Probably not. Let me
Oh
rephrase
my
that.
God.
Yeah, take that back.
Let me rephrase it.
Just say Ronnie Chang.
Definitely-
Let's move on.
Asian, you never go Caucasian.
Definitely
Did you know
not.
that?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
No, if I was attracted, of course I would. I just
But no,
wanted to
can I
piss
ask you a
you
different
off.
question?
What?
Have you ever been attracted to an Asian? It's right because
Have you?
No,
What?
not that I know
Asian
of.
women?
Asian women are
How
hot.
Asian though?
What?
Have you ever
Asian
full
women are
Asian?
hot.
Have you ever been attracted to a full Asian?
I dated a full Asian. Yeah.
Where is she? Margaret Cho?
No, she would not.
Wow. Is that true?
You know, that's
Is that
that's
true?
an attack.
Wait, are
and
you-
I deserve it because of the Todd thing.
Are you Rocco?
Right.
Oh my God, you kind of are Asian Rocco.
Are you Rocco?
You're
Dude,
Asian Rocco.
Rocco is
and
up
I
here.
stand by it, and I'm not
Yeah.
taking it back.
I like full Asians. They just don't tend to like me that much.
Why?
It's disappointing their family.
Yeah.
I'm a disappointment.
Yeah.
You know what I
They
mean?
don't have a white person to push it off on.
Yeah,
white
yeah.
parent.
I mean, because if they're gonna go Asian, they want to go with somebody that's a shirt
Have
tucker.
you dated a half Asian, half black girl ever?
I've never dated anything black.
Really? Why do you have to
Anything?
say it like that? Anything
whispered.
black?
No, he whispered
What the
into
fuck
the
is
microphone.
wrong with you?
How do you
I've
say
never
it?
dated anything black.
I
Like,
want to. I want to.
well, if you say it like that, they're never gonna fuck
Yeah.
you.
But
I don't want to
since
date
92
anything
Saying
black.
they, and I don't like you saying thing.
Since '92, they don't like me that much. The riots. '92.
That was it? Wow.
Since '92, they
Thanks
just
for
you know what I
spelling
mean?
it out.
I saw the movie that I can't say the name of.
Yeah.
No inference.
What?
What movie?
That movie that's called
What?
Rhymes
Everything,
with-
everywhere? Oh.
With
go
the one
ahead.
I couldn't say was also a slur. Rhymes with
What are you? What kind of game are we playing?
What kind of woke are you today?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
All
okay.
right, it's the movie's called Gook.
Oh.
Oh,
And then I was like,
Man, that was so
or
They
Michael
came out-
Spook. And I was like, I can't say spook either.
Man, that's so
Wait, where?
aggressive.
What is
that was like
it?
5 O's, by the way.
She hit him hard.
Yeah, that wasn't 2 O's. That's
She
5 O's.
she said it with a hard O.
Oh, it's how hard I do the
You're
cat.
going to pay for the Todd comment for the rest of this podcast.
Oh yeah, Todd's Asian.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
is
yeah,
that
Todd-
why
yeah,
you
that's right.
watched it because Todd made you?
I wanted to
But
make
like,
Todd
what
feel
is
good.
it about?
It's
Other
about
than
the riots.
Oh, was it really?
From,
and it's called that.
Yeah.
It's a documentary
good.
or a movie.
It was a movie.
Was it
It
good?
was good. Yeah, it was good.
Huh.
Well, that's if they
You don't
call it
support?
that. How do you not?
Well, how do I not get an audition for that? I mean,
You said that's what Freddie
It's
Soto
not-
used
I don't
to
think it's a
say.
movie. I think it's a
I mean,
documentary.
you
It's a
would
movie.
think I would be a
No.
shoo-in, an offer
Yeah.
for Gook.
Dude,
All right?
you with
It's
a
like-
gun
How many
coming
Gooks
out,
are in it? One?
coming out of the
It's
store?
like a shoe store.
How many
These
Gooks
guys
were in it, though?
There were quite a few.
Exactly, not one line. I can't get
Bobby, you
any
gotta
You
stop
wouldn't agree
saying the
in it.
G word
Seth
like
Rogen
that.
plays an Asian guy. In it.
You're making me feel
John
comfortable.
Leguizamo plays an Asian guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh my God! Excuse me.
Damn.
I mean,
man.
he's
Maybe I could be
upset.
Gook, too.
Ma'am,
Dude.
excuse me, miss. I didn't know you were here.
Is this
He's
Mortal
upset.
Kombat? What is going on? This is like
Whoa.
Street Fighter.
This is crazy.
Why?
Yeah,
know I
it's
had long hair.
sexy as hell.
You know I had long
Yeah,
hair.
but
I
we
didn't
didn't know
know
you were
it was
gonna
this fucking
flip
long.
it,
Yeah, I'm fucking fancy, bro.
This is.
I mean,
and it's
Damn.
washed.
Did you ever put it up in like one of the high Asian buns?
Do that.
I have, yeah, in my
Do it now.
life.
Can we
Do
see
it now?
Yeah.
I'll try.
What?
I like that. Like
Get it all over Eleanor.
I just watched it.
the side shave's cool.
Oh, thanks, man.
Bobby, this is. What are you looking at, Rick? Are you nervous?
No gray hair either.
I looked like Sosis was looking at something, so I was expecting.
He was just bored.
Somebody else coming in. This is not high. This is not what you
This
meant.
isn't-
You meant
I mean,
up
like-
here.
Yeah, I'm pulling
Like
it up.
tight here.
Oh, you can do it like that. Oh,
You do it like that? No, not good. All right, I don't know.
Wow, what a disappointment.
so he does like a low ponytail, like a woman in a self-defense class.
Yeah, that's a low
Smart.
bone. No, it looks
Funny
like
joke. I
our
like it.
landlord, our old landlord.
Yeah.
Yeah, real.
Paul.
Oh, Paul. Annie's
you guys
old
don't live there
boyfriend.
anymore?
Old Pop
Annie moved
Paul.
out. I still live
still
there.
there?
'Cause I'm
I was
trash.
screaming. I was like, "Stop sexually harassing me!" I like ruined his last days at that apartment.
I'm in my apartment, and I just hear all this yelling, and I'm like, "Oh no, we got a new crazy neighbor." And I went out, and it was Annie.
Okay.
Screaming at him. It's so fucking
Nope,
annoying.
same crazy neighbor.
No, she never would yell like that. But he pissed her off.
He was
He
nasty.
fucked up.
Remember those apartments by the where Ari lived and then Holtzman used to live?
That's that way. Pink
Yeah,
dot?
yeah. What's that one called?
It's gone now.
Yeah, but
right?
what did we
Oh,
call
it's not
it?
there anymore?
No, they got rid of it.
no.
They sold it. They gave Ari money to move out.
Oh, they did?
Remember, he waited
He
till the
was like
last
the
minute.
last holdout. See,
They were hitting it with a demolition ball, and he's just still in there going, I'm still here.
Did you ever go into Holtzman's place?
Oh, yeah, with the
Oh my
string art?
God. What a weird
Unbelievable.
place.
Hold on, Holtzman's place is weird.
You're
That's
kidding.
not-
I
No,
know
no,
what
it was
type of
everything
weird
was like if you moved an ashtray, he would like his eyes.
Oh,
would
yeah.
twitch.
He's OCD.
Like,
Real
yeah,
bad.
I would move it a little
Real
bit, and
bad.
it would, you know what I mean, his eyes would twitch.
If he's in the main room and he'll come in early, he'll clean up the whole green room and,
Yeah.
and he'll wipe the table down.
He's a
I'm
weird
like,
guy.
What are you
Yeah.
He
doing?
doesn't want any DNA.
Oh,
OCD.
That is
really
that's
bad.
the serial killer in him.
Years
Better
ago,
clean up.
years ago, him and I had a gig in Arizona, and he goes, "I'm going to drive." He used to drive this like a really old Lincoln or whatever.
Yeah.
It broke down in the desert. We had no money, so he called his brother. His brother Western Union us some money.
Western Union.
And then we went to a hotel
That's
room.
old.
Hotel room. We shared a room, and we went to sleep. At 4 a.m, I wake up and I look. There's 2 beds. He's not underneath the covers. He's fully clothed with his shoes on his side, military style, staring at me. I swear to fucking God. It was so
no,
weird.
no.
Yeah. And he goes, "You sleeping?" And I'm like, "Oh, dude, this is fucking weird." Like, he's a weird guy.
Holtzman's a
Is
weird
he on
dude.
tonight? Annie was the other person on the lineup tonight that I couldn't
okay.
remember because it's you, Bobby,
Dude, Binder's gonna be so pissed.
Ricky, me, and then O'Neill. And I was like, "This is a real comedy store. I love that."
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Dude, there's probably going to be 45 people in that room to
I
see
hope
this
so.
comedy store.
Oh, I was saying that a
style
couple
lineup.
weeks ago on a Tuesday. I was here, and it was a decent lineup, but there was about 45 people
Where,
in
in the OR?
main room.
Really?
Man,
Good old
no.
day.
Oh, it scared me.
The good old
It was like
days
a
are
flashback
back.
to 2009. I was
We're
like,
back.
It can't last forever. It can't last forever.
shut up, Bobby.
No,
Listen.
no. You know what's good though, because here's the thing: in the '80s, it was hot here.
Yeah.
It died. It's
Yep.
just cyclical, and it'll go down and it'll go back up again.
I don't want to say that, it really started faltering when I left, but
I know, and I hear
the math is there.
So weird.
Chris Rock started getting like a real bump in his touring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it did
People were
coincide.
following.
The slap could have been Rick.
Could have been
Don't
Rick.
know that
I don't think
people
the
really.
slap
Why would
had
people even
anything to
care
do with
about
it.
a slap?
Yeah.
But white
Now that
guy,
Ingram's
white guy in a suit.
In a suit? I mean, come on.
Let's
Do you
talk
get
about
confused
it.
with Rick Glassman a lot?
Yeah, I never. Thank God.
I feel like whenever I go to talk shit on Rick Glassman, I accidentally say Rick Ingram, and then I have to be like, not Rick Ingram, not
Well,
Rick Ingram.
By the way,
I
that just
appreciate
made his
that.
night.
Yeah, just
that you
knowing
think
that
he's-
people are talking shit about Rick Glassman always keeps me happy.
You got to talk shit on Ricky. Come on.
Important.
I remember one time I took my dog out for a walk, and I lived in Sherman Oaks, and I looked over, and he was filming some wacky video in front of an El Pollo Loco, and I was like, I'm so glad I'm not that.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I don't
catching
even know what he's
not
doing.
mid-vlog is pretty humiliating.
It was,
He
I mean,
did
there's-
not like our shenanigans here. We did torture him a little bit,
Yeah.
Glassman. So
He was like an anti-comedian, so it was like
yeah, he got
he was
mad
like
at us.
mocking. It's basically
Yeah.
mocking
Do you
comedy.
trim your eyebrows?
Excuse
Do I
me?
what?
Your eyebrows
They're
are like
big.
perfectly like. Do you like manicure? Not manicure. What do you call it?
They look too long to be
I
manicured.
do comb them.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, they
wake
get
up and you
villainous.
think-
Are they
You can't
going to
open
get
your eye.
long like this
They
and
do.
go over your eye?
They get
Yeah,
real long,
like
and
an
go,
elephant,
Yeah, they go up and
like Snuffleupagus.
yeah.
Is
That's
it nice
cute.
to not be wearing a tux?
Dude, it feels so freeing to look
wearing
like
a
a mass shooter again.
Yeah. How, do you go to sleep?
I like wearing a suit though.
drinking
I'm
that.
so sleepy. I had to drink one.
Yeah, but can you go to bed at like 2 in the morning?
I'll figure
Dude,
it
I'm
out.
drinking
We got a
coffee.
lot of
I'm gonna drink a
questions
Red
for
Bull
her.
after
Yeah.
I'm done with this,
I'll
Yeah.
sleep.
and I'll
really?
be
Okay.
asleep by 1.
You will.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you drank one of those, would you be able to go to sleep?
I'm gonna drink one of those after I finish my
And
coffee.
the adrenaline from the show, too.
Yep.
Hyper.
Really?
And then you crash?
My kids are gonna wake me up by 7 a.m.
Oh
and
my
I'm
God, what a
gonna-
nightmare.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna
that's
just
awful.
live the
That's
dream
crazy.
for the rest
What
of
if
the day.
Bobby just started crying? What a nightmare.
I mean, it's nightmare. So what happened? Because I don't have kids.
Yeah.
Same.
Great, right? And you wake up, your kids. What
I'm
do they
not
go?
sure what's happening here. I'm glad you don't
I
have
have frozen
kids. I don't
embryos
know
that
what
They go,
happened.
Daddy, Sunday,
Daddy.
right?
They don't say it like that.
His kids have an Asian accent.
I'm just envisioning
both of
what
them
my
do.
kids would be like.
And they would have an
Daddy,
Asian
daddy.
accent out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Bobby would raise his children in Asia.
Oh, you don't think that I'm going to speak in an accent with my kids?
You want
Yeah,
them to
daddy
have the
home.
I want to be my
immigrant
dad.
father
You know what I mean?
experience. Yeah.
So you go, Daddy, it's Sunday. Let's go to the park. Or what happens?
Yeah.
Do you go to the beach? Where do you go?
Yeah. If
get
you know,
used
they've been
to it,
good,
and
you
you're
take
like-
them to the park.
Yeah.
You take them to the beach. You take
What
them.
do you do with them if they're bad?
You just
Sit in a corner.
tell them that they got to play with their 5,000 toys
And then they're
enjoy
crying.
it.
They're like, I don't want to. I want to go to the
Yeah,
park.
and you go, yeah, life's tough. And
But you
it
can't
sucks.
give in, right? Because if you give in, then
Then they'll
it's
just
over.
take advantage of you.
It's over.
100%.
Wow, that's
Are you
incredible.
gonna have kids?
I got frozen embryos. I probably
I know
will
you
defrost
do.
them.
So you're gonna
Maybe no.
Please don't.
don't do
Stop
it.
it.
Please don't.
Would
Why?
the father be? What would his name be?
Todd.
Todd.
Yeah.
Todd.
Can I tell you
He
why?
says it like Asian.
Tell me why. Tell me
Don't
why.
don't be like
No,
this.
tell me why.
Don't be like this.
A fucking mother. Tell me why.
Don't be like
I
this.
shouldn't. I should deny my natural.
Yeah, listen.
You should be
reason
a
I'm your-
mother.
No, tell me why.
Bobby probably.
I'm undecided. I would
has
like
a
you to be
thorough-
the final
Judge.
I want to know.
What do you
Final
think?
say so.
Okay, I'm
Every
gonna do this
opinion
as
counts.
nice as I can, man. All right.
I don't know if you have that
Yeah,
in
I
you.
do. I have the ability,
The way,
man.
the way he said, man.
Should I
like,
be a mother?
He just met us on a train.
I think you could now.
Wow.
I
Because
think you could
I'm
now.
almost dead? What do you
Well,
mean?
no. You just.
Should I
I
give
mean,
her
you would
my
be a
egg?
Karen for sure.
Like if you
Karen?
had to-
Yeah, like complain about
You're
everything.
saying
you know
like
what I mean?
an 80s.
You don't know me at all.
Bobby.
I know.
This
but,
is you
yeah.
can't win in this situation. Like you will offend us in
Suggesting
these situations.
that like an 80s movie, Eleanor is perhaps going to get custody of a child who has no parents in some sort of a funny hijinks ensues scenario. Because I could see that working out wonderfully
I
for her.
like this movie.
Yeah. We find like the new.
Could I at least get an audition for it? What the fuck?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, his van did it.
God.
I'm
you
sorry,
expect,
Van.
you expect a fucking
My heart
cameraman to
just dropped
understand
a
how
million
lighting
feet.
works.
Moving medium. It's not
I-
picture medium.
My
This is with the
God.
camera.
Van, I thought
We
that
will
was
be
my
ridiculed
kid.
until the day we die because of
Damn
that.
it. I thought it was the kid I killed trying to fucking come
All right,
back.
so
Take
anyway,
out the van
I don't
and
wanna-
drive the fuck out of here.
Let's move on from that.
Yeah, sorry,
nice.
man.
Well
You
played.
do
Well
you.
played.
I'm glad you did that because it's kind of.
Okay, so I can't be a mother
I
because
don't
I'm
want to
a
talk about
Karen.
Emma because I don't want to be offensive.
But
No, I can't wait to hear it.
I want to know about Annie.
He knows I'm
Would
mad.
you,
I'm already
would
mad.
you make Rick a
Just-
dad?
like, you implying that something's going to be said is enough for me to be livid. So there's you may as well just finish. I'm already mad.
What I'm saying is that if I put two comics together, right, like a Sarah Tiana and an Annie, I mean, you can tell there's a different temperament there, right?
Well,
Okay.
one already has a kid, so that's
I,
why you
I
got to think
understand
of
that,
someone
and
that
I was
doesn't
very
have a kid.
supportive of that process.
What does that mean? Like you helped
I
her?
looked at her eyes and I'm like, do it. I think you would be great.
But why
Natasha
would you?
Leggero, could do it.
But why would
It'll be
you
great.
be the one
Really?
that would?
I wouldn't pick Natasha.
Me neither.
Ever.
It seems like it's all right.
I mean, she's doing fine.
Yeah.
You're doing
but-
great. The kid's great.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, I if Natasha came to me and said,
Are you mad?
I should have a kid.
Livid.
Are you really getting mad?
Oh, I'm mad.
Well, then fuck it. I'm going to go to deep.
That
I'll
one,
go
yeah.
in. I'll go in.
Good.
I'll go in.
Well, I'm so happy the jacket's
Yeah.
coming off.
All right.
What do you think? She's gonna fight you?
No.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
there's
no,
pointing.
don't. Right.
Take her
There's
shirt.
pointing.
But can I say something before I say what I'm about to say? Okay. I respect you.
Why do you need permission to say things? Grow up.
All of this.
That's some
that's
advice
why-
I would give a kid.
Okay.
I like this, Annie.
Raise some tough, cool kids. Go ahead.
Okay. So the deal is this, all right? You're so much like me.
Don't you ever. Say that. Don't you fucking take it back. I pull my Asian balls out. I'm not like you.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, there's
Wow.
like, there's just certain kind of comics that like you and I exist. I think we're very valid. We belong in comedy, right? We're funny people.
I'd like
Yeah,
to see the
we're-
two of you raise a child together.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would
This
die,
is
it would
a
die, it would die, it would die, it
sitcom.
would die.
This is a
There's no way.
sitcom.
I did have some boyfriends where I was like, if we had a kid, this kid would be fully dead.
Yeah.
Like, this kid would not be alive.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that when I look at you,
Yeah.
you remind me of me. We have the
Right.
same kind of problems.
Right.
We've had addiction problems. We're wild. We show our titties.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I show
Yeah.
my dick. I've seen your titty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
calm
only
down.
one?
I've seen both.
Sometimes you do only show one.
Yeah.
So you pop one out.
You pulled one
Yeah.
out before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw only one.
Yeah.
It's sad when they're married. I'm like, oh no, I didn't.
Yeah. I've never seen your badge, but I think that's because, you know, I don't want to, I don't know. But my point is that, you know, I don't see, okay, here we go. This is going to be a fight.
It's too bad. You already started a fight.
I don't think you're nurturing in that way. But maybe it's a side of you I haven't seen before.
But are you?
I think
wait,
Don't
she
look
has
at her
a.
face.
I
Oh
think
my
if
God,
you
this is
guys
ridiculous.
went
I'm
on a,
listening.
I think you went on a couple dates, maybe then you would see the nurturing side.
Yes.
I'm pretty nurturing.
You both have animals
But I
that
will
you've kept
say-
She's
alive.
a sugar mama, first of all.
I'm very
so-
nurturing, but I will say this. This is the factor you're not adding in.
Okay.
Okay.
Calm down.
You don't have a Todd.
Oh.
I have a Todd. So it's like, it doesn't really matter how fucked up I am. There's a Todd to pick up the slack.
See, I never thought of it
A
that way.
calming, cooling. Because yes, I'm crazy, but Todd is.
Not.
He's
and he
stable.
Is stable.
He brings out the best in me.
Yeah, he'll pick the baby up at the
And
school.
he'll after I drop the baby
yeah,
off.
yeah.
Like the baby won't
That's
get
what you're
left.
worried about.
The baby won't be waiting.
Some baby just
Soccer
standing in front of a
practice.
school. Yeah.
And by the way, why is the baby at school? The baby doesn't go to school.
Thank you, Annie.
Standing? Why is the baby
Thank you, Annie.
standing?
Like I don't want the baby to be trapped in the car when it's hot and stuff like that.
Yes.
And
No,
Todd will
I
do that.
worry about that. I think, ooh,
Todd will roll down the window.
Todd, you got the baby.
I get it.
But I knew what you were gonna say, and I agree with you that I obviously have a pretty wild temperament.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I've done a lot of work on myself. I think I could do it.
All right. And
But
you know
I
what?
don't know if I want to because I'm having a lot
Randy's
of fun.
still alive. That's a big
I do
deal.
take care of my dog. I walk him all the time. I wake up early and walk him every day.
That's a big deal. I don't even have an animal. I wouldn't dare.
Even if I don't feel good, I walk him.
Why?
I don't
Why don't
want
you
to
judge
fuck
her?
it up.
I'm not judging her. I'm asking
I don't
why.
want to leave it alone for long periods of time. Like I would feel bad.
Right, but do you love
Sometimes-
animals?
Of course, my
Yeah.
whole family they
We
have
just
dogs.
take
I
Randy
go
everywhere
visit
with us.
Yeah,
We take
I
him
visit
everywhere.
They're
everybody's
Kerrigans,
dog.
though, so they just steal whatever dog they find on the street.
Even my dog
claim
growing
it.
up, she lived in the streets for the most part. She was more famous than me.
Do you have a dog?
I'm getting a dog.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Another
I had
dog.
I had a
He
dog.
had a great dog.
What happened?
Poor
Died?
baby.
She died like 2 years ago.
She was
How?
old though.
She was old.
God love her.
Did it break your heart?
Yeah, it was pretty terrible.
Did you cry?
I did.
Oh my God, I
I
can't
did
imagine.
a
It was
little
terrible.
because she was so cute.
She was the sweetest, but she had a
dog.
heart
So
condition.
sad.
So
Oh, really? How old was she?
almost 13.
Oh, so she was old.
She was
already.
old. Her breed was supposed to leave to like 9 or something. So.
I think you should have a
She
kid.
had a good run.
Because you're a dad
With who?
and you don't have to do shit.
With who?
What do you mean with who? You'll find someone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Start seeding.
It's not as. You know, can I be honest? It's not as easy as.
100%.
It's not as easy as you're saying.
But
And
you
there's so much that comes along with
Bobby,
it. Like,
it's
I
time for
don't-
you to soil your royal
you just need a
oats.
girl that'll pick up your slack. You
What?
need someone like you need a girl Todd.
That's true.
Oh,
To
girl
me,
talk.
I listen to my brothers and sisters,
Bobby
and I
and
watch them
girl
go
talk?
through great things and awful things with their kid. Like,
Yeah.
and
No, I
I'm
think
like,
it
I could
sucks.
never
It
do
probably
it.
sucks.
I just couldn't. Like, my family members will call and start talking, like, this is happening, that's happening,
Mm.
and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can't. I
Also,
can't
if your like kid has a disease, what do you do?
bite
You know
your
what I mean?
tongue a million
Like
times.
I know a couple of
Did you
comics that
deal
have
with it?
kids that are, you know what I mean, doinky or
Sure.
whatever. What do you call it? Well, I don't know what you call it. You know what I mean?
Doinky?
Not
No.
doinky. That's
I
not.
don't know what the word is. You know what I mean?
That's pretty
You know
sure
what I mean?
that's.
They have crazy eyes. You know how white people go, you know what I mean, in their eyes?
White people.
Yeah, I don't like
Hold
it.
on, it's a
Well,
white.
you
just
know
have-
some of the
just all the
women that
white
they
kids
deal
are like-
with.
Yeah, you know some, right?
Yeah.
You know, their eyes go like that. But my point is and a
Hold
lot
on,
of
do
those
you
comics,
think-
right? Guy comics are like, I can't even do the scene anymore. because
Right.
I got a doinky kid. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well,
Eye
you can't-
spasms, whatever you call it. I don't know what the diseases are.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. It's just not.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
good if your kid has any
Doinky
kind of
sounds
ailment of any.
racist, honestly.
I know, yeah. So my point is that I would fear that. I don't know if I'd be good if I had one of those.
But you wouldn't.
What do you mean?
You would leave it with. You would find the counterpart that would just do that.
I would get a nurse or something.
Would you
get a
think
nurse for it?
if
You'd probably get a
before
nurse.
Rick was going to have kids, would you say
Why are you
do it or
preparing
not
for
do
a
it?
nurse?
Oh, for Rick?
Yeah.
Can I tell you why? No.
Diabetes. Before he knew he had diabetes.
And he did know because he was on the road with him when they found out.
I knew when
Ish.
he did. Yeah. No, but I was proven wrong, and you might prove me wrong, right?
Yeah.
You might prove me wrong.
Rick's like Mr. Mom.
Yeah, I think you're a great guy, Also, may I say, no, don't do that with your face.
First of all, that's what people say to people when they don't think they're a good comedian.
He's very nice.
How encouraging.
Oh my God, what a great dude.
Rick, how encouraging have I been to you over
But
the
you've
years?
been encouraging to a lot of really unfunny people.
It's so
That
true.
is
We've
true.
seen you
But
really
you
like
have been
handing
supportive
money
of me.
to unfunny people. You
Yeah.
gave money to my ex-boyfriend, okay, who just worked at the Improv. He wasn't a comic. You just assumed he just said he was a comic to you once because he wanted to be a comedian. You gave him $100 and you're like, pass it on, man. And he passed it on to me. He came. I was like, Bobby would be so mad if he knew. He gave the
There's
fucking.
electronics over there, Eleanor. Come on. So
You didn't
Philly
even
of
vet.
you.
You didn't even vet him.
I know. I've
Hold
made
on a
mistakes.
second.
I've made
Pass it
mistakes.
on?
Yeah.
What?
I read it in a book. You know what I mean? Yeah, like a spiritual book that you're supposed to pass it on. So I pass it on.
But actually pay it
The whole
forward.
thing was
and you're
nice
like-
that you did, but you didn't like check to see if he'd ever been on stage.
Right. My bad.
You
Yeah.
were always supportive of me, though.
Not just supportive.
You never gave me
I always-
$100, though.
I know, but I
He was never supportive of me.
Never.
So that's
That's true.
You know, that's,
Well, he
that's,
told you to
but I
quit.
s-
That
no,
in a
that's
way
not,
was
that's
supportive.
not fair.
I
That's not
saw
fair.
when you reunited,
That's not fair.
so.
And you know that's not fair. All right? You hated me.
doesn't matter.
I know, but if somebody hated you, you
Yeah.
wouldn't support them.
But I would never say, "Oh, Bobby's not funny" or "Bobby shouldn't do stand up." I never
She's
said
fair.
that to anybody.
Yeah, you don't make up that people aren't funny. When
I
you don't
wouldn't
like
say
them.
hang out with them afterwards.
You go like
but
this.
I
You
would say go watch
I don't
him on
like
stage.
her, but she's funny.
Okay. Well,
That's actually the best compliment when you hate someone, but you.
I
have
mean,
to
we're
be like,
treading.
You were supportive of me, though. So
I know.
I will give
but
you credit
I never
for
thought
that.
like, oh, you should have babies,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
Until now, I'm like, oh, because I saw them through photos,
Yeah.
Amazing.
right? Amazing.
Yeah.
I looked in the background. I always look at the background of the photo and go, oh, they look like normal middle class home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not
Happy?
anymore. That was pre-touring.
Yeah,
Guys,
yeah.
come on.
And
Each kid has a
and you're
Lamborghini
successful,
now.
so I'm just like, that was a good thing. And you know what? Why wouldn't you be a good father? You've always been a nice guy.
That's what I'm known for.
Has he been nice?
Yeah.
Nice guy.
No. He's not nice.
Annie, people are always
Annie,
like,
You're
what,
not
Yeah.
nice.
what a nice dude.
No, he's
Rick
not.
Ingraham.
Like when I look at Josh Martin, no.
No.
Well, there's certain people you look at, you go, please never don't.
Oh my God, he's
I'll
fleeing
give you $100
upstairs
not to
right
do
now.
it.
Right
Real
now,
son
why?
of a bitch, that guy.
Really?
Real son of a bitch, that
What
Josh
happened?
Martin. Just terrible attitude on him. Gotta
Boy,
say.
that sounds sarcastic, but I don't think
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
being
Man.
sarcastic.
There's just certain guys who you just gotta go, I don't think so.
Look at this
right?
fucking lineup. It's so fucking stupid.
Boy, it's like so.
Where should you be on that lineup? Fucking replace anyone.
Or I gotta go up.
Me too.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Why do we both have the same time? What time?
No,
is
you're
yours at?
11. You're 11:15.
I know. I like to go check in and you know.
I
what
want you to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Bye, Bobby. Now that you came down here and started a feud,
Wow,
said
that's
that
so
Annie
fucked up.
shouldn't have
Kids, I'm gonna-
children.
For your first child,
Annie, I want
be
you to
Bobby.
have. Yeah, are you going to name your first child Bobby?
No, I might not have kids. I just have to get super rich before I decide.
Yeah, smart. That is the way
You're
to do
on
it.
the way.
It's like I'm not having a kid.
Thank you for
Unless you
stopping
can have
by.
someone else raise
Love
them.
you. Well, that was chaotic and fun at the same time. What did you do? You put her down? You're like kicking her out. Look how fast he clicked her out.
I'm back. Showtime.
Wait a minute. Did you get out of the frame? No.
I have no idea.
That's so funny.
I assume he just zoomed out.
Oh, Bobby
Solstice is
Cologne
good
was
like
killing
that.
me for a little bit. I got to
Dude,
be honest.
He put on some of the fucking pussy getter.
Yeah, I guess he's just up there.
He's out there, man, chasing that
Looking to get some
muff
chicken.
around.
That's so weird. Like, I can't believe he said I would be a Karen. A Karen?
Yeah, I think he just thinks a Karen is a lady who
White
yells
person?
at people. A white lady who yells at people.
Yeah, I guess I do yell, but I wouldn't like
But-
do it like that.
Yeah. You're not the Karen type who's like, I'm going to call the police.
No.
You're more
I
like,
started
you get the
a
bat and
gang.
you start beating people.
Exactly.
Which is not very Karen. That's a lot more Eleanorish.
I started a gang for my nephew.
Okay.
Right? And when I'm at the playground that I grew up in,
This
my
is a
mom's
this is a
house,
white gang.
There's mixed. There's a couple difference.
A lot of gangs don't mix. I like the inclusiveness so far.
Well, this is our neighborhood, so you have to live in our neighborhood,
Right.
in South Philly. And so, his really good friend is a really adorable kid, black and white, and he was my first recruit. And
Yeah.
so they went to school together. So I was like, oh, these two definitely. And he's an amazing football
typical
player.
Hollywood casting.
Right?
All right.
But my Conrad's a really good athlete. It's ridiculous. Like,
This is your nephew?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
How old?
he's 11.
Perfect age
But
to get
this
into
was
a gang.
during the pandemic. Nobody was out.
Mm-hmm.
He was, 8, just turned 9 during the pandemic. So
Great time for kids.
the best, but they shut it down.
Yeah.
And his school was in a different neighborhood, so he didn't know anybody. And then we met one kid, his best friend that he knows, that he was like, oh my God, you live in this neighborhood? But he didn't know where he lived because he only saw them at school.
Right.
And so now parents make you, they pick you up from school. We walked home. We were animals.
That's how we did it.
Yeah.
It was like a little, probably a mile. A little over a mile, maybe. We just walked home.
We weren't even close to a mile. We were right there.
Yeah.
It's like really. And so but he doesn't go to that school. Now he does. But so nobody was out. Kids were going to school online. It was brutal. And they were so afraid of everybody getting sick that my mom was like, I don't care if he brings the kids in here. Like when it was snowing and stuff, they would come to my mom's house.
Yeah. If anything's going to kill COVID, it's the Kerrigans.
This is Grand Central Station, buddy. So
Hey, Ma, I got COVID. Sorry, COVID.
Join the club, COVID. Oh, look at this. Richie's here. A great guest appearance
Holy
from the
shit.
GM. Hi, Richie. Uh-oh. I don't know if
I
he's...
think that, first of all, just for the record, this guy has
Richie on the mic. First of all,
no association with the club whatsoever.
None. 0. We have talked about Richie on this podcast.
Yeah. Living legend.
We have talked about the HR department.
Yep.
Yeah. Much about that.
A lot of people don't know that Richie and I were roommates a long time ago.
Tell us the best stories about that. What when you guys were roommates, which one of you was the bad roommate? And did you have another roommate, or was it just the two of you?
Oh, this is a good story. How many roommates did we have, Richie?
10, 12?
12.
12
Something like that.
12 people.
We were in a big house right behind here
Okay.
on Kings Road, 1502 Queens Road.
Queens Road.
1502 Queens Road.
Okay.
So, and it was a giant house. And he was in the room with my ex, Mario.
Oh man, Richie. Hold on, Richie and Mario were roommates.
Oh, they instantly
We became friends right away. I don't
Dude,
know
how
how.
often was the sock on the door? Are you kidding?
There was an incident like that at one point.
A lot of them.
Yeah, we had an incident like
The
that.
banging department over at Richie and Mario's.
Oh, Mario. Yeah,
I
he's a
feel
good
like,
guy.
he says Mario.
Mario.
I call
Yeah,
him
'cause-
Mario. She's like Mario.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he says Mario because he understands how to pronounce the name correctly.
It's Mario.
Mario.
It's Mario.
Yeah, an Italian kid from Philly. We became friends right away.
How
Immediately.
tall is this guy?
So, probably about the
5'9".
same. 5'9",
5'9".
5'10". Maybe 5'11". I don't know. I don't want to discredit. People get upset.
Sure.
I don't remember, but I will tell you. You know how we always talk about how fast Richie is.
Yeah, fastest white guy
They were
in
immediately
loafers.
running in the street,
Yeah.
racing one
We
another.
had to prove some points.
Listen.
Points had to be proven.
When an alpha walks into a room, the first thing he's got to do is let the hens know who the rooster is.
Remember
and that's
Rob?
Richie T.
Yeah, Rob.
There was this real he was built nice. I mean, we
Young
used
guy,
this, like this.
good-looking kid.
Gorgeous.
Dumb as shit. Dumb as shit.
A box of rock. The
Fuck
dumbest.
Don't believe that.
Literally the dumbest person I've ever met in my life.
Okay.
But absolutely gorgeous.
Sure.
A stereotype, a walking
Yeah. Los
insane
Angeles
stereotype.
as a person.
Yeah.
Nearly lost his life within 3 days of being in LA.
Not very smart. Not
Yeah.
very smart, as we said.
All right. So
He got his motorcycle shipped out and immediately wrecked it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, he gets a motorcycle shipped out. I pick it up at the yard, ride it all the way back to a block from the house. He's like, I want to take it from here. He didn't even make it that last block and wiped it out.
It was
this
incredible.
moron.
It's pretty funny.
Had he never been on a motorcycle and was just like, I can
Apparently
do
this
it?
was his motorcycle, but I don't know. He was from some small town.
I think it was like Rhode Island or Massachusetts, somewhere over there.
Like the rural part
yeah.
where nobody cares.
Yeah, he crashed right outside Liberace's house.
Right outside the fucking corner.
Dude, I mean, in terms
We were
of
just like, is he dead? Is his body hurt?
I'm like, just pick up the bike. Pick
yeah.
up the
Does
bike.
he need us to hold him?
in terms of sitcom moments, that's got to
Oh, it
be
was
up
glorious.
there for the good times.
Yeah, we had some good times. We had some parties.
We had a big party there.
Legendary parties. It was nice.
We had a party where a friend of yours,
Friend of mine had a girl.
Nice
We had
looking.
some ladies at the party.
little group. So we were in a room, not my room, because why would I take them to the room I slept in?
Right.
Yeah, smart.
We went in a different room at the lower level of the house, and my friend and his girl, and there was with some ladies, and then apparently my friend had a girlfriend that found her way to the party, and she was beating on the door,
Yeah.
and we're like, he's not here, you know, he's not here. She's like, no, I know he's in it. So he climbed out of the window, up on the roof, and over the house to the backyard. And then I immediately had to stay there with both girls. And I finally go open the door. I'm like, she's like, and he's not here. She storms out and she finds him in the backyard at the party. He's like, what? I've been out here the whole time with the whole group, just dancing.
Oh, it was
having
amazing.
a drink.
Genius.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I had to deal with the other girl that he had in the room. The girl I was in the room, two, you know, not too intelligent girls.
So
with no clothes on,
The girl was.
So there was not a
Had to go
lot
back
of
to work.
there was not a lot of book learning going on at this.
No.
party.
We were all trying to be actors.
We were scene studying. We were
doing scene study.
a
That
lot
was
of
it.
scene
That was
a lot of
the.
scene study.
Hey, who wants to do 9.5 weeks? Hold on a second. Is that?
Man.
That's what we would do.
All right. So then, who were you? Eleanor worked here.
I got a job here. This was my first job.
Okay.
We used to walk around and walk to
You guys were roommates. Your first place you both lived in here.
in LA, and
Okay.
we didn't have no jobs yet.
It took us a long time.
And
to
Eleanor
find
walked
jobs.
down. We would walk to Thrifty or Rite Aid and get Thrifty ice cream for like $1 at that time. And we were walking down, and Eleanor said, "I'm going to stop in here at the comedy store and see if I can get a job."
And I've never
Damn,
left.
Never left.
And it's been that
Worst walk-in of all time.
Worst walk. I remember I walked. I said, "Hey, are you guys hiring?" And they were like, "Yeah, we're hiring." And then I remember the manager looked me up and down, and he was like, "Yeah, you should. When you come back to meet with Mitzi, you should wear heels." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Now I have to walk down the hill, so I was like, "Fuck." And luckily, I only had heels that were like this big, but I wore them, and I was fucking towering over Mitzi. And she don't like tall people.
No,
so they were fucking with me.
That's fucked up.
And I'm like, literally, so are you guys hiring? How tall are you? She's just immediately yelling at me. But because I was from Philadelphia, that's why she hired me. She goes, you know Dom Irrera? And I was like, oh, yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know him, but yeah, he's one of my favorite comics. And she goes, oh, he's from Philadelphia. Okay, he'll start tomorrow. So
The only place that will hire somebody from Philadelphia on the spot.
Strange
Exactly.
enough.
Anybody else says, "Oh, we're from Philadelphia."
Let me check into your
You got batteries in your
non-Philadelphia
pocket that you're going to
references.
throw at us or something?
our other roommate, Chris, he and I lived together for 12 years in an apartment. Chris, we called him Screech.
Screech.
But Screech got a job at was it the Hyatt in Century City? So he got a real job. He was making, but he
Became
did
a
days.
stiff.
I did nights. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was good. So we lived together for 12 years. We never had any issues or anything. He's still one of my closest friends.
Now, when did you start working here? How did you get brought in?
Well, when I moved out here,
It's
I
my
would
fault,
visit
guys.
Eleanor, and she was like, "Hey, you need a job. Mitzi wants to hire another manager." I was like, "Sure, I'll come up and meet her." I just moved here. I was working in production. You know how that goes.
Yeah, always a great gig.
Great gig.
Consistent.
for total consistency, high-end work all the time. So I came up and met Mitzi in the hallway, and we talked, and she said, "Okay, you're hired." And her quote to me was, "Don't fuck the waitresses." And I let her know that that's okay. I've seen your waitresses. We're good.
Damn,
Oh, yeah, that
ice
was when I had
cold.
a real nice offensive line.
I was like, we're good
the
on
whole-
that, Mitzi.
This is when they had
The
the
Seattle
Bears
Seahawks.
lineman,
Yeah,
as PJ
yeah.
said.
Yeah, no blondes, no boobs for sure.
A lot of chubby
Wow.
backs, a lot of chubby, hairy backs were running around. I know this makes you hard.
Yeah.
She
Like,
wouldn't let me
good,
hire anybody from New York, Philadelphia, or Florida, I think.
She
Yeah.
filled up that
Good
quota real
rules.
fast. Yeah.
So, yeah, I had Kentucky, I had Tennessee, I had Indiana, I had Texas.
All right, so what year is that?
2000, the end of 2000.
End of 2000. Okay.
And Mitzi was still coming around all those nights.
Yeah. I mean, she was still coming around.
Did you have your accident before 2000 or
No,
after?
that was well after.
That was way after.
But you remember the accident was, that's why they have the stoplight down there.
That was a different one, actually. That accident.
Oh, shit.
That was
How
in the
many
90s.
accidents?
That was a different one. Before the motorcycle crash was really bad.
The motorcycle
that
was
was
really
in 09,
bad.
When I came
Yeah.
back right after that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that
years
was like
off.
a year after
Yeah.
I got fired from the last job I had.
With
You
working
and
for
Richie worked together during the day.
Yeah.
Numerous times I hired Rick Ingram.
He was like,
work
"Hey,
contract.
who's the least consistent, worst attitude employee I could
qualified.
hire?"
Not from Philly.
Whoa.
So I hired
How
him.
dare you? You went with Casey.
I went
And
with Kansas City.
I basically got hired, I believe, as a diversity hire because I was the only white.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not true. We had Gadge for a while.
We had a few white people. Larry
Larry's
look at that.
Mexican.
Larry
No, he's
was
Italian.
Mexican?
What?
Castruda. He's Italian.
Laro.
Wait a minute.
Larry's
Italians are white?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
I'm
he's
sorry.
Mexican.
They can identify. They identify.
He said sometimes.
And then Jesse. I guess Jesse was white, but
Yeah.
But-
He checked all the boxes.
yeah.
For every reason.
So you guys had some good times at
we
that
had
job.
fun times at
It was
these
great
jobs.
times. One time, Richie was the shipping department manager, and I was
Makes perfect sense.
I was like a runner, and then there's like 3 or 4 dudes who worked in the shipping department, and so the secretary who worked at the front of the building would go on a lunch break, and Richie would go take over for that half hour or whatever, so
Perfect.
she could
Yeah.
go eat. And one day, phone rings in the back, and Richie's like, "One at a time, each of you come up here and just see me at the front desk." And I was like, "That's so weird." But I answered the phone, so I went first. I walked up there, and Richie's like, "Look at these chicks." And it was these chicks from some ad agency or something. And one of them, a larger woman, had a giant bowl of banana pudding. And she was just.
Yeah, we had to pick up for lunch. It was a craft service.
I thought it was a bowl of pudding for the whole crew, but it was literally just one lady with a.
She did not share the pudding.
She didn't share it.
She had like
up.
3 orders of French fries and was
No.
just shoveling French fries and banana
Not even
pudding.
vanilla wafers in the pudding.
Yeah,
Fries.
Fries.
You don't mix grease and sweet.
And so he was just like,
You do sometimes. Depends on what time of the month it is.
I go, "Oh man, that's terrible." And he goes, "I just wanted you to see that. Send back the next guy." And so then I just went to the back.
Wait a minute. That's what he was doing. Just
Just show it. Just let him prove the point.
So then I
'Cause
went
they all
back
have
and
a
like,
good-
"Hey, Dave, you got to go up front." He was like, "Well," I'm like, "Richie wants to see all of us." Then he comes back. He's like, "Oh, that's nasty."
Oh, that's disgusting.
yeah.
Just shaming.
Just trying to keep
Grease
these guys
and
on their
sweet.
toes.
Make
keep
sure
you
everyone's
guys on
happy.
their toes.
Don't embarrass yourself in front of Richie. He'll make sure everyone knows.
Yeah. We'll be
What's
honest.
your worst night at the Comedy Store?
Worst night in terms of what?
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know.
just bullshit you have to deal with.
Well, because as a manager, it's so much different. Like,
When I worked here, Richie
fucked
was a
off a
manager, but he was also the #1 bouncer in the club, and by that I mean
100%.
the only bouncer in the
That
club.
was kind of, those were fun days.
Yeah.
When you-
okay, so those
and
are fun nights.
It was fun. It was
Richie
always
likes
fun when you
Richie
get to throw
likes
people out.
handling, man.
I'm with
actually a good
Richie
time.
on that.
Dude,
yeah.
I
I had to
saw.
throw a lot of people out.
I was working backdoor / security one night, and someone came up and they go, "Hey, they need you in the OR." And I go, "For what?" And they go, "There's some Marine who's angry." And I go, "What am I going to do about that?"
Yeah.
And I go, someone go get Richie. And so I go up into the OR, and he's arguing with, I can't remember if it was Harris or whoever was working the
Oh, Harris
front door.
tolerated
Yeah.
that.
And they're yelling at each other, and this is in the days where there was probably 7 people in the OR,
Right,
and so
right.
like if you're losing one of them because he's being a dick, and his buddy's going to go with them,
Right.
then you're losing
So
a
we're
lot of the
screwed.
audience.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like, oh damn it! But this dude stands up, and he's probably like 6'4", thick Marine. He's yelling at people, and rich guy goes, "What are you going to do about it?" Richie was like, "I'm taking you out of here." And he walks over and he literally wraps his arm around this guy and then just picks him up. And the guy's like maybe 6 inches off the ground. And he literally looks at Richie like, "What the fuck?" And then Richie just walks him all the way out of the OR. We all just stood there like, the dude was so shocked. He was just like, "I don't even know what to do."
Like, I'm just going to let him carry me. out.
Yeah, he just was shocked. He's like, you got to let him go. You got to get out. You got to go. Rick Ingram, John Caparula were my security options.
Oh, yeah. So you're
Shit.
fucked.
Didn't have a lot just had to make it happen.
You have to make it happen.
Yeah, you can't. I believe Don Richardson was the only
yeah,
other
well,
one
Don-
who was
Don
there to
was there,
back
that was
up.
great.
Don was also
Yeah.
well. He didn't live with us.
He
but
was there in the program before.
He was in the program before. He lived
Yeah.
in that house.
Don's
right
the only
before
guy
us.
that get fired from the House of Blues for being too violent. Mind you, they stabbed the security
Oh,
guard
yes.
and killed him there, but he got fired for being too violent.
Yeah.
Don Richardson. Oh
Yeah.
my God, he was a big fucker.
He's a strong guy.
Don Richardson literally escorted the other guy out. Just literally like put his hand on the dude's back.
Held him.
Walked
It
him
was
right
just
out.
Rich. It was watching Richie pick up a tree
Carried
and
him right
walk it
out.
out. Look on Harris's face was like, "Now that's how you handle business."
Yeah.
All right.
And Harris,
Didn't Harris throw a woman down the
No,
stairs?
I would say a vagabond more than a woman.
but
That's
Harris,
how she
Harris
identified.
did take me to eat after that night.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
the first
your
night he
game
took me to
respect.
You're not pissing in here. Hair, drag, roll into sunset.
He threw her. She was in a wheelchair, right?
Oh, I seen that.
Or
no,
that was somebody else.
That was,
Somebody
that was a
else.
different time.
Different
There
time.
was a wheelchair.
There was a
person.
wheelchair pull out.
Yeah, we did that, and then we had PJ and Harris slapping somebody in the oil. That was pretty fun.
One night I
Yeah.
walked up and there was like a full on like brawl.
Yeah, we had a
going.
nice brawl going once or twice.
It was in the belly room.
That was a
It was
different one.
pretty bad. But I just
Yeah.
remember the guy saying, "You know who my father is?"
Yep. He's the one that's going to pay your bail. 'Cause you're out of here. We had a
so
couple
bad.
people from the main room, and Harris Pete was really good with the open hand slap.
Yeah.
That was
He
his
was.
move. He had these mitts because
You
he was
gotta go.
He was a
Full-
practice goalie for the game,
Right,
so he
right.
just pretended it was a puck.
Yeah, he
Right.
And he
was.
just dropped the guy. Then PJ just rolled him down the stairs.
Jay
Fuckers
was
got to get out of here.
Were you working the night PJ threw Dave Edwards in the dumpster?
KD threw game.
Oh, that's right.
God rest his soul. KD died.
Yep.
right.
Actually saving people's
People's
lives.
I always
Vegas.
say that.
He
Yeah.
was saving people's lives. But yes, Dave Edwards got on the line more than once.
Dave Edwards, who got kicked off of the real
One
world
of the first ones.
Yeah.
for slapping someone.
Oh,
Came
what
up
didn't he
here-
pull a girl's towel off or
Some- yeah,
something?
some-
He got
crazy?
slapped back, and then
But-
KD,
oh, that's what it was.
KD beat his ass and picked him up and threw him in the dumpster.
Yeah, and then
But the night started.
First of all, he threatened Dice's kids.
That's right.
Yes.
That's how
And-
it started.
When you're part of the Comedy Store, your family is
It's
that's
Dice.
sacred
It's all good.
You're
territory,
going
and
to do
it's
what you
Dice.
can to make Dice happy.
So if some dude's acting
we-
crazy and threatening Dice's children, at the time those kids were around here.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, they
like,
were kids.
And they were
those
baby
like,
babies.
yeah,
Like kid
they were
kids.
kids.
they're
yeah.
little friends. They were little kids. To watch this dude get beaten was pretty
Glorious,
great. But
yeah.
to watch him thrown in a dumpster with a 80s movie punchline thrown in of time to take out the trash.
Brilliant.
Throw a
Brilliant.
human being into
Just
a dumpster
icing
full
on
of
the
garbage.
cake.
It's one of those moments you just go, God, sometimes the writing really
It's
just
just-
it
It's
It's on
happens
the wall.
naturally.
It's just right here in front of you.
Well,
Especially PJ saying it, where you're just like, oh, that filthy motherfucker.
it had to be them to do it because
Yeah.
if Dice did it, it
Yeah.
would have
Right.
been.
It would've been
But
horrible,
it was
yeah.
close that Andrew was going to
I
do
recall.
it. Oh, that
He was going
brutal.
to kill him.
It was a hard talk down because he was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
But rightfully so. But you get
sure.
that way, and it sucks that you can't really hit people.
Yeah,
anymore.
that's the biggest thing that sucks. To me,
It
too.
really does.
Saying what you can say and cannot say is one thing, but not being able to hit people sucks.
It just doesn't feel right.
It's not the
Well,
same.
because they're not. But especially if they're out of line like that. Like I remember that night when I walked,
Yeah,
and
he
you
was just
guys,
completely out of
the
line.
guy was yelling. You know, my father. They were so fucking bad that the only way to get them to shut up or stop was throw them down the
Throw 'em
flight
down
of
the mountain.
steps.
Yep.
I remember one night Doc Willis escorted a drunk dude out. And then
Hey, man, Rick, come on, man.
Hey, Rick, first of all, man, why are you telling stories about me, man? My auntie might be listening.
Man, Rick, these motherfuckers, man, they killing me, man. They killing me tonight, dog. I just can't do this, Rick.
Oh my god.
Dude, he's walking this
I
dude
love
out. Man,
Doc
you
Willis.
gotta go, man. You got to go. And the guy goes, what are you gonna do about it, Urkel? And he punched him in the face so quick.
That was
He
so.
was like,
good.
you racist. You wouldn't say that to a white guy.
No, he
And then
wouldn't.
the cops showed up and they're like, what happened? The guy called the cops and said he got assaulted by security. The cop comes over to Doc and he's like, what happened? He was like, we was kicking him out. He called me Urkel. I punched him in the face. He called you guys. The cop's like, all right, have a good night.
Right?
He called me Urkel. Like, that was it.
That was it.
The guy just looked at him like, oh, yeah, you get punched in the face if you do that. That makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
But also, Doc was so honest with it. Like, hey, man, you're being an asshole. Fucking.
He said that quite a few times to quite a few customers.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him. Doc, that you're being an asshole, man.
Oh, you're being an asshole,
talk to me
man.
like that.
It's time to go, man.
Ricky, man.
Listen, man.
I've
had
tried
that.
so often to get him on the podcast. He won't do it.
I know he won't come here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart.
He
'Cause
worked
he
here
would be
for
a
10
good one.
years and then just said, I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
I get it. This place can do that to you.
Yeah.
How come it hasn't done it to us yet? What's going to have to happen to us to get us out of here?
They keep giving us love. Once they stop
feel
giving
love?
us stage time.
I just, you feel it in the air here. It's the building. It's knowing Mitzi, like we all have. It's a different vibe when you know her, you know what she did. And it's an attraction to it. I was gone for a few years, had my kids on it, and I came back and it was like, you just come right back in it. And it's the building, the aura, it draws you here. And if you respect it, you'll stay. And the people I find that have left and not been able to come back just didn't have the respect for the building or for the mystique of it all or anything about it. And to be honest, half of them were just pieces of shit and not talented anyway.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
No, man.
So
The
Rich,
ones that get
Richie's
mad, I'm
here,
gonna keep it
guys.
real. The ones that just
It's
piece
about
the garbage.
I would
So
like
that's
some
what it
names.
is.
Can we get some names?
Richie, I feel like I'm the
I
only
can't
one.
name names.
I
but
feel
there's
like
a
I'm the
few.
only one who's, you know,
you understand.
keeping it real with how many of these people are really shitty at comedy.
Put it
A
this
lot
way:
of
if you
them
want to know
were.
who these
A
people
lot of
are,
them were.
come by on a Monday night when there's no lineup,
Oh, geez.
and you'll see some people that just hang around
I'm
that
hosting
shouldn't be
this
here.
Monday.
Best
Don't say
night
that.
around.
That's when you'll know some of these people are like, why are you still here?
That's so crazy.
Why are you still trying?
Wait,
this?
so you were here and then left and then came back, right?
Yes.
What year did you leave in?
I want to say like 06, 07, right before Mia was born.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that feels like yesterday.
I know it does. It was all yesterday because
When his kids were born, I worked
there.
with them. I remember
right.
seeing pictures of the newborns and
Oh my
stuff. And
God.
now when he posts
Yeah,
pictures
now
of him with the
Rocco's
kids on
like
Instagram, I'm just like,
tackling people.
Yeah, Rocco is a 32-year-old, 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Literally has what appears to be a harem of
Yeah.
cult followers.
Yeah. He's
Hey,
doing
man, he
okay.
doesn't need me to help him start a gang.
No,
He has his
he
own
doesn't,
gang.
man.
He's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, the time in between, it seems like it's just been gone. It was like it never left. You come right back.
Yeah.
Just right here.
Yeah, exactly. Like you came back and it was like, oh, you just melt it right back in. Like
Right
no
back in.
problem.
Because just following Mitzi's guidelines, following her wishes and the way she had things set up.
You
Yeah.
also kind of stayed quiet. Like you didn't rattle any
And trying to
feathers.
reinvent the wheel, like Mitzi said, just turn on
Yeah.
the lights and make change. That's what
That's
she
it.
told me to do.
That's it.
I have to turn
all
on the
you have
lights and
to
make
do.
a change for 20 years.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
All you have to do is turn on
Now,
lights.
obviously, we've evolved over some years. The buildings had to get some fixes and renovations. but
Sure.
Still the same thing to the core. It's not restructured or nothing tore down and rebuilt. It's just what it is and upkept and clean.
Same
and,
shit, different year.
Yep. And they just keep piling
It does
up.
feel the same.
Yeah.
Like
Even
I-
this cute little room still feels like it's cluttered. No, I'm just kidding. With Paulie's memoirs.
Dude.
Remember Paulie's?
Dude, that's my autobiographies.
Dude, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Dude, is it an S on the end of
Dude, that's the autobiographies. Dude, what? Ingram, dude, proud of you, bro.
Right?
Feels good to get the random proud of you, bro text
From
from
Paulie.
Paulie. I'm just like,
Exciting.
Good one. Since you couldn't get on minding the store, he at least told you that.
Wait, you couldn't get on
no, he
Minding
offered
Store?
me a part, but I couldn't be me.
Oh, that's right.
Did-
He wanted you to be the Trader Joe's
Did
guy?
that was for his podcast
Okay.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to do my podcast? Yeah, man, I'll do it. Sweet, dude. You can be like the assistant manager from Trader Joe's.
like,
I
no.
go, wait, why am I that? Dude, it would just be funny. Like, you know, you come over to my place and like you bring my groceries or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing that. Dude, okay, well, let me know if you change your mind. Like, why would I do that? But on Minding the Store, he goes, dude, you want to be on the show? I'm like, yeah, I guess so. He was like, you could be like a college student in Texas that worships me.
Like he's like, I'm not gonna do
I'm like,
that.
I'm not doing that.
I thought it was
He's
a
like, dude, it's
reality.
One
TV.
thing Rick would not do is compromise who he was.
I can't.
He was
do
always
it.
going to be his
That's it.
own person. It would not be a character. As we know, all the years of him not auditioning for anything.
Dude, I am. I finally have met famous people that I don't think are the worst human beings I've ever met.
So proud of you.
And I'm like,
he's
oh, see,
throwing up.
I guess you can be famous and
Like
have an okay
who?
life.
Anybody
Yeah.
good?
I mean, I don't want to name names because
Okay.
it seems weird to compliment people at this point in my life.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Right.
But
You don't want
it's-
to tell
you're
anybody
right
that you were
in that-
hanging out with.
Like, I've met so many famous people and they're all horrible
Exactly.
for the most part. You're just like, wow. And none of them seem happy. And you're just like, this seems terrible.
But
But-
now you've met the lab.
Now I've met a handful of people where I'm like, oh, they seem like good humans. It's fucking
It's a
weird.
shame you
I
weren't
guess
on
I
my
could
end of
do
the
it.
story. You would have blew up.
Dude,
Maybe got an
Right?
Oscar
You,
now.
I
you
probably
and
would've-
Hatchell, maybe?
You and
I probably would have
That's a
gotten
new
a Craig.
duo right there.
I would have done a Craig Ferguson set.
Which is just quit the business. And
I probably could have gotten on 5 or 6 more podcasts.
right.
All of that just from that show alone that you missed out on.
You weren't even on the. Tommy was the star of it, wasn't he?
Dude, first
Tommy
of all,
was this show.
the fact that that show existed made Tommy the talent coordinator, and to this day is still one of the most baffling. Where you're just like, wait, that dude took control for like 10 years because
After that.
Paulie needed someone to yell at.
Yeah.
No, I guess what 6 years?
It was he was already the town coordinator
Yeah, he
at
was a
that
talent
point,
coordinator at
wasn't
that point. Duncan left and Mitzi was.
Duncan left because he
Not-
didn't want. He didn't
he?
want.
Duncan went on vacation. He said, and I said, "You're never coming back, are you?" He said, "No."
No,
He said he didn't want.
Then I told Richie,
He didn't
"I'm
want Paulie
quitting."
to be. He didn't want Paulie yelling at him on the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he quit.
and then Tommy just was
And then
here.
But
Tommy's
Tommy
like,
just
of course
slid
you
in.
can yell at me.
He had the only job he never auditioned or interviewed for or talked to
Nothing.
anybody. He just
No.
gave himself the job.
Well, first of all, when you're the most talented one in the building,
Tommy.
you can
And
judge
he-
talent.
And he
Oh, he's
was
so-
rubbing Mitzi's feet.
He's
at that
so
time.
funny, isn't he? He's so sweet. He's like my cookie jar. Huh? That's my
Mitzi's-
little cookie jar.
Mitzi's bunions are good luck if you rub them.
thank
It's like
you,
a
Tommy.
genie. She grants
promised
wishes.
him.
My first wish was to have perfect hair. Check.
Wait a minute.
He nailed that.
He's the funniest guy. You should go on tour, Tommy.
Dude, he's
funny.
crushing it, man.
Remember, she used to tell him that he was like, or at least he told us.
Yeah,
that she
he
told-
told us, she told him.
He
He was
didn't know
talking
what
much of that
really.
I
was
guarantee
saying-
if we got him on the podcast, he would tell us that she's still giving him insight.
She communicates through
I
it.
talk to her once a week.
Our connection was never in this realm. Anyway, she said it's important that we give Whitney a couple more spots. You already gave her all the spots. Put her on there twice.
Remember when we would be hosting, right? And Tommy would be like, "Well, Whitney's here." I'm like, "Oh, okay, but we have, this comic, this, that." And Whitney wasn't like big yet. Well, she's industry savvy, and
Yeah.
he would make us put her up. And I was like, "Wait," but this person was waiting in line. Not that we did, it wasn't like we wouldn't put Whitney up. We had to put her up right now. So funny.
It's not just sad, okay?
She owes her career to him. Should we?
I told her to put the lid on the show.
I'm gonna.
There's not that many good-looking people out there in the world. Guys like me, Renazizi, Sebastian. Like, that's the group you put yourself in?
That's it.
The thick-haired Italian dudes? That's where you fit?
Richie. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited that you're back, Mr. Ingram.
Yep.
I can't.
I gotta
believe-
go get ready.
Yeah, we
I have
do.
a question before we leave.
Yeah.
Since I have the three of you here,
Whoa, this
there
is gonna
seems to be a mystery. There's a comic that comes in here angry that his pictures keep getting removed.
Josh
and moved
fucking
around.
Nasser.
Josh Nasser, we had a discussion about that the other day. I just don't know who moves this picture.
Why do they move his picture? Nobody
don't
knows.
know.
He's
Nobody
the
knows.
only person who I will not allow on this podcast.
I don't think he's the only person, but he's
Yeah,
up
he's,
there.
I mean, he's on the
definitely-
list. He's on
Yeah.
the he's top of
That's
your
true.
list
There's
right
probably
now.
others. I've forgotten a lot of the ones I
Okay.
hate.
Think of another.
But
Nick
this
Youssef, is
has
he on
to
your
be
podcast?
new.
He hasn't been on, no. I saw Nick Youssef in New York, and I walk by him. I'm like, is that Youssef? And I go, hey, Youssef. And he goes, oh. And that was it. And then he just kept walking.
Great communication
I was
skills.
like, fuck yeah. All right, still got
Wow.
it. Our
Still got
relationship
it.
hasn't changed in 20
Even
years.
in
Perfect.
New York,
Oh.
still got it.
Yeah,
Still
felt
got it.
good.
That's great. But I guess they started the move in the picture thing when they changed the frames because you couldn't do it before.
Yeah.
He walked
So
in
this is a new
heated.
thing.
He was
Yeah, he
not
was complaining
happy.
about the other night.
He
Let's
just
just bring
knows.
another picture and we'll put it up.
So what does he go to you and
We're all
He's
in
gone
on
to me
it.
a few times
It's a
about it.
goddamn
I don't know who
conspiracy.
moves it. I don't have
I
the
don't
time
even
to
know
worry
where
about who
his
moves
fucking
it.
picture is or
But
was or
it's
why
kinda-
it's on the wall.
Yeah.
I love that it's going on. 20 years ago, he was running a show in the Belly Room, and I would try and ruin it every single week. And to know that tradition of
It's still carrying on.
fucking with a guy who some people go, he's a nice guy, which again obviously means terrible comedian. But what I'm saying is he's not just a terrible comedian, he's also a terrible guy.
Oh,
and I think that's
That's
the most
the name of
important
his
thing.
album, I think.
It
That should be them.
It should be, hey, do you feel like not laughing with Josh Nasser?
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Yeah. you feeling too good right now? Get ready to bring yourself down.
He's a superstar on TikTok, I think.
He's got to be. He's TikToking, man. Good for him. That's where he belongs.
TikToking.
Something I'll never watch.
TikTok.
Good for you.
A platform I won't go on is the perfect place for him.
Is that your only question? That's it?
I think that's it for right
All
now.
right. Well, we'll come up with something else. I can't believe we got Richie on the podcast.
I
Dude,
mean,
very
now that we
true.
have Richie, I have a lot of questions. But
Yeah.
It's going to get us in trouble. So
Yes,
like
Richie
not
can't
asking
answer a
questions.
lot of questions.
We
Yeah.
gotta,
So
yeah.
I can tell you my first like real encounter where I jumped on Team Richie real quick. I got a text because the club was closed. He's like, "Hey, I just got some kind of notification. There's motion in the Comedy Store. Can you head over there?" I was actually staying next door. I hadn't moved here yet. Can you come next door? Sometimes homeless guys break in.
It happens.
Perfect guy to handle it.
Yeah, so you think like there would be some kind of evidence of like maybe there's more motion or anything. Richie's like, I'm on my way. So I go in first. Richie comes in. Richie goes straight for the baseball bat. He goes, I hope there's someone in here. We start checking everything. And from that moment on, I'm like, I'm on Team Richie. He's
Yeah.
looking for a problem.
Yeah, dude. This guy will
the bat
find
has
a problem.
That's how we
He will
connect.
solve it
That-
before
How do
other
you think
people know
I
it exists.
get a job here being a friend from a girl from Philly? You
Yeah,
get the bat.
exactly. You
gotta
get the
have a bat.
You
He
gotta
had just
handle
got
shit.
the Tesla, so he rolled in like Batman, went
Yep.
straight for the
Dead
bat.
silent. Yeah.
Dead silent, ready to go.
Different kind of Batman.
We went upstairs, we went downstairs. He was like, I hope there's someone in here. I was like,
what happens.
Actively looking for a problem.
I'm on that guy's team.
You got to
Yeah.
be proactive and not reactive, guys.
That's right. That's
With
right.
that being said, let's go.
Guys,
to the
that's
show.
great
Thank you.
advice.
The dark white out
Richie
there.
Taylor, Annie
All
Lederman,
Yeah.
Bobby Lee, thank you.
Thanks,
Ingram's
guys.
back.
Keep tuning in here at WKOZ 298.
This is 250.
250 episodes.
Is that what
That's
this
pretty,
is?
Yes.
pretty big,
I
guys.
can't believe we made it this far.
I
It
can't
only
believe you
took
guys got past 25.
15 years.
15 years to get 250 episodes.
Up to 340 listeners worldwide.
how
mostly
dare you.
in North Korea.
Because of Bobby.
We have
Do
a
you-
big following there.
Do you have any dates coming up?
I'm going to be, I'm opening with Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock at 5 arenas.
Nice.
January 19th, 20th. It's like between the 19th and 27th.
Look on their
Go to their
websites.
website.
I'm sure you
Live
don't-
Nation.
You don't put it on yours,
Live
right?
Nation.
Oh, yeah, Live Nation. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's who's
Oh,
putting
then
it
when
on.
you get back and have a free date, you can open with Josh Nasser.
Dude, me and Nasser will do a live podcast.
Perfect. January
All right.
27th. It's Bob Wheeler. January 27th, 28th at Mic Drop in San Diego. Also, the 29th, Nashville Ryman Theater the Ryman Auditorium with Dice. Come by, check it out. We'll see you there.
Bye, guys.
McGriddles.
All day. Oh, yeah, McGriddles.